We decided to climb on electric bikes to the highest point in the world, to Everest.
I will never go to the mountains again. This Everest is enough for me for the rest of my life.
The bikes break. Mountain sickness has started. We are not giving up. But we had no idea how difficult the journey ahead would be. Everest Expedition, Day 7. A lot of time has passed. Lex has already had enough sleep there. That's it, they are discharging him. Look, he spent a whole day in intensive care. This is the stamp they left on his arm. They closed the taps, air will not get into the blood, don't worry. The diagnosis is acute intoxication.
I don't know what I ate.
And the problem is that Lex ate 3 servings at once the day before. What did you eat? Some kind of borscht?
Some soup.
Some kind of soup. We have never eaten anything like that. Lex ordered 3 servings. Huge ones.
I shit myself on Everest. You can congratulate me.
And we, guys, have already been stuck here for a whole day, sitting in such a small town. We rented such a small room here. It costs only 500 rupees, which is about $3. This is how cozy it is. This is how the clinic looks from the outside. There are so many solar panels on this. It's just...
And nearby on the roof, someone is drying corn.
Corn. That's why I took the phone. I wanted to show you this. There are some old ladies there. They are so strange. They are sitting there and smoking a pipe.
They smoke some kind of clavicoca, in short, and some kind of leaf. They are putting some kind of parsley in there, and they are lighting this. I don't know.
Old ladies in the mountains. What is this? How can I explain this, guys? These are the scariest shots. Now Lex is going to say goodbye to his suction cup. I don't know if it is even possible to do this or not. I don't know, but this can be blocked on YouTube, so look in Telegram for details. They prescribed such a bunch of pills. These are electrolytes. Everything is written here.
Yes.
When to take them, in the morning or in the evening. They even irradiated him, took an X-ray. Here, look. So, we cured Lex. Now we are heading back to the mountain where we left the stories. Here is a car that came to pick us up for only 3,500 rupees.
He said that he had to eat Pan. Now he went for it. He will take Pan and eat him.
I noticed a strange thing, that everyone hugs in this village.
They're just drunk.
Do you think so?
Yes. Look.
They hug. Do you see it?
Everyone here is a little strange.
We are finally leaving. The houses here are so beautiful. Look, they are so colorful and painted on the outside. The driver agreed to take Lex's bike to the nearest populated area. And in the meantime, I went alone, and directly through a mountain pass. Horrible. I don't know if it is visible on the camera or not, but there is an incredibly steep climb here. This populated area is generally called Pukla, or is it correctly Patlu or Putla? And it is not clear how to read it. Damn, there is some kind of sign here. There is a little house. It is so scary. In short, imagine, I drove to the very top of this hill. Let's explore what is here. Some kind of obelisk. I don't know what this is, but I have already climbed it. Now let's read it. Something in Nepali. I don't understand what this is. They used to make fires here. It looks like a picnic spot. Now let's see what that scary building is nearby. I'm interested in this too. I don't understand what this is. What is this? What is this anyway? And there's an abyss over there. Seriously? The camera doesn't show it, but there's a really steep cliff there. That's why they pulled, just my luck. I hit the gas pedal so hard. They pulled this ribbon over here, with some Nepalese prayers or mantras. There's a picture of Buddha here. Whoa, dude, what's inside? Strange construction. Fine, steps, look. That's the exit and that's it, there's nothing else. It's a pity that there are clouds here, as you can see. You can't look down because of these clouds. But I'm sure there will be a huge cliff straight into the abyss.
Прямо в бездну.
Damn, there's some other whack there. I'm dead. No, I probably won't go there anymore. I'm scared. No, I'll try. I'll try anyway. I wonder what this is. Let's not go too fast, because if I fall here and break something, no one will come for me.
Кто сюда не приедет.
The main thing is not to stumble upon a molehole. It's certainly cool here on a bike. I don't know how they get up here on foot. Look, some kind of weird thing. Wow. What is that? I've seen this thing somewhere. Do you remember we flew on a drone? There was the same thing there when we climbed into a cave with bats in Thailand. And these stones, who laid them out like that? They were probably meditating here. Damn, it's so scary. That's insane. There's someone's house. There's a tourist camp there. I see several houses. Those are orange tents. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we definitely can't go there, because suddenly they aren't tourists. Okay, let's turn around, because what time is it now? It's already 15 minutes to 5 p.m., and it gets dark very early here. I just fell off my bike. It was awkward. I don't know how. My gear shift robot got screwed up. I see something cracking. I decided to pedal, but as soon as I started doing it, everything suddenly twisted. I straightened it out. But after that you can only engage 3 gears. I was determined to use the third and fourth. The altitude is 3,249 meters. If anything, I've climbed almost 1,000 meters on this. In just an hour. I think so. Damn, I feel like something is biting me. You need to be more careful here. Someone is starting a fire here. Picnic. Because tigers live here, and I went all alone. It will get dark soon. Damn, there are a lot of signs here. What is that? That suits me. That is, you can't ride motorcycles here, but you can bikes. So, surprisingly, I'm not cold. The path is just mega gorgeous. But there may be surprises. I know these paths. They are tricky. With scary music. I'm riding through this forest at an altitude of 3,000 meters above sea level. That's bonkers. It's so gloomy here. I wonder if GoPro transmits this. Damn, but where should I go? Damn, I don't remember the way. Probably here. No, I need to turn off the music. There are some sounds. Can you hear that? What is that? Damn, I'm so scared. There are such scary sounds here. Guys, that's insane. I hear someone roar. Maybe a leopard attacked a bull and he's roaring in pain? There are a bunch of dogs here. They're already barking at me. What's the nonsense? A bunch of dogs. I think we need to move straight ahead. The fog is over. I drove out of the cloud. This is the kind of house we stayed in today.
But you were taken away by helicopter. How did you?
You were just taken away. How did you end up here? Did you escape from intensive care? Are you scared of an electric shock? This is the kind of view we have here. The airport is nearby. Look what's happening. Come on, helicopter, take off. We're rooting for you. Guys, this is a 3.5-ton cargo plane. Can you imagine?
Sit here as you wish. Let one sit here and one in the cockpit. Maybe there are 2.
There are headphones. It's serious here. There's quite a lot of room here.
Yes.
There are also passenger planes like this, right?
But you need to look not at the volume, but at
3.5 ton.
It can't withstand more.
What year were they made?
1991, Kazan. It's written here.
What model?
Mi 8.
Mi 8?
Yes.
Buttons to turn on and off. Call.
What's this?
This is for the conductor.
This is not bad. And what is the voltage of the main onboard network?
24.
It was made in the USSR, right?
Sit here.
That's wild. Mamma mia. There are so many instruments here. Wow. There's not as much space here as it seems. And where does the pilot sit?
The commander sits here and the right-hand pilot is here. The second pilot.
I see.
We call it a flight mechanic and they call it a flight engineer.
I am in a Soviet car that can fly through the air. That's crazy.
Pasha, I don't even know how to figure out this control. There are so many switches and instruments here.
From the outside, it doesn't look so scary. And when you are inside,
And why so many switches?
Everything is written here. It's called just NPS.
An automatic NPS?
Here's how to turn it on.
Everything at once? And what's NPS? Some kind of protection?
Network protection circuit breaker. In case of a short circuit, it will turn off. There is also a fuse block here and here too.
And is that a black box?
No, the black box is in that beam. That is, the beam never burns, it breaks off.
That's crazy.
Which of you had intoxication?
There it is.
Is everything okay?
He's already okay. The droppers helped.
Did you throw up a lot?
Just once. No more.
These are the same slightly radioactive instruments, right?
This is the horizon. This is the rate of ascent and descent. This is the overall speed. This is the revolutions. One engine, right?
2 engines.
So, it turns out, the engine...
These are the revolutions of the main propeller. We have a turbocharger revolutions.
It measures the turbocharger speed?
Yes, a free turbine is installed here that is not kinetically connected to the compressor. This converts air thermal kinetic energy.
Mind blown.
This is engine start.
Engine start?
This is called an emergency stop valve. The train also has an emergency stop valve, which is pulled and the engine turns off. Everything is analog here. Nothing digital.
This was developed in the 80s, right?
No, this is the 60s, not the 80s.
What the?
And look at the wiring.
Clean. And it is clean here.
no radiation.
Usually on old ones.
There is radiation on the Rio.
On Rio?
Where is this?
It is on top of the propeller. There is a Rio 3 sensor there.
This is oxygen, right?
Oxygen.
And the mask is also somewhere here.
Here is the mask.
And the parachutes?
Parachutes, no. This does not happen on helicopters.
Stupid idea. Can I ask a stupid question? Is there a USB port here?
Of course, there is nothing like this here.
An analog system from the 60s. Explain a little about the controls.
Swash plate control.
Screw.
That is, roughly speaking, to the right or to the left.
Screw.
You catch the balance.
Yes. You have a plate like this and so, for example, it goes down in front and up in the back and you move forward.
And the propeller is slightly skewed. Is that the engine?
This is called step gas. You pull it up and the angle of attack increases.
This is an amazing machine. Actually.
What is that? Holy moly. Guys, just look at what a complex installation there. It's a super precise swash plate. But what confuses me is what an oil bottle is doing there. In such a precise mechanism.
Do you have any scotch tape nearby? I forgot to tie this up.
In short, we're leaving from Pukla. Lukla, what's the correct name? It's impossible to pronounce. We stopped right next to the airport. Lex has been getting ready for an hour. We're waiting for him. Today we have the longest drive. Across the most difficult road. We're going to Lukla.
That was already a Sherpa.
Sherpa?
Where should we go?
That's the airport. Guys, here I forgot his name. He was showing us a helicopter. Farhad was showing us which MIA he flies.
MI8.
Huge mountains await us today. Will you catch up with us?
I'll try to work in one gear for now.
You drive slowly but surely, but not too slowly.
They broke the engine on the helicopter.
Yeah, but what happened? Did water get in there?
Yeah, imagine water getting into the engine and $1 million engine is broken.
Yeah, I see them doing something up there. But okay, let's go. That's his job. He gets paid good money for it. That's why you can tinker with the engine even in the cold. I let the tires out a little. Is it okay to drive like this? Look what's happening to me. My shock absorption works really well. It's like it's jumping. That's what the edge of the world looks like. That's the only paved road that buses drive on. It ends here. Then the cobblestones begin. It's paved with stones like these. Bikes shake really badly on them. But we have super wide tires and they're half deflated, which is why there's turbo shock absorption. Just turbo. We won't see anything further than asphalt all the way to Everest. That won't happen anywhere at all. The kids are already going to school. The people seem friendly, they're smiling.
Yeah.
Are you driving in first gear?
First and second partially working. It shifts poorly, but it works.
Better not take risks. Drive in first. You're the one with 20 squeezing out the most power. I think we won't go any faster here.
But if you're very careful, we'll get there.
Look, they heat their houses. Smarter people live here.
Their houses.
But they didn't heat ours. We were freezing.
They save on us. Don't look at them. They are very perspicacious, in fact.
Lex doesn't trust the Sherpas for some reason.
They don't tell you much. They heat their houses, but they don't heat yours. Because when I was sleeping, heat was coming from the house through the wall.
Did you feel it through the wall?
Heat was coming from there. In the morning, there was some kind of grass and I almost died there.
Those are sensors. They were driving away evil spirits.
I don't know what kind of sensor, but my head hurt after that.
Dude, just look at those mountains.
Yes, the mountains are nice.
And it's not cold here at all.
We're doing 8 miles an hour.
Look! That's that very stream.
But we'll go around it, okay? They didn't just put that little bridge here for nothing. It's such a cool bridge, but it's only going to get better. That's it. Look, tourists. Guys, this is an honest ascent. They're walking. Look how tired he is. And we're so happy on our electric bikes. Just notice.
Hello.
Hello, namaste.
Namaste.
Where are you from? I'm from Holland.
Oh, Holland.
Holland. He's also going to base camp, just like us. Look at his backpack, Lex.
Look at the red hands and the red face.
But how is that possible? That's really difficult.
It's incredibly difficult.
We look like lazy people, but the tail also has its nuances.
Yeah, we are cheaters.
He said we were cheaters.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Have a good trip.
Look how cool it is here. We met another tourist. Look how lightly he's dressed. He's probably just hot from the high walking pace. And we are riding bikes in freezing. He is from Canada, can you imagine?
Okay, like crazy. Then have a good. Okay, thank you.
О!
There is a landslide. No, they are mining stone. Nepalese.
Namaste.
There are a million mountain streams here. A mini hydroelectric power station would definitely come in handy here. But we have not yet entered an area where there is no electricity grid. There are still wires here. And if there are wires on the poles, that means there is 220 to charge our bikes. A pretty nice waterfall. This is ideal for a mini hydroelectric power station. It is deep. Should we wet the engine or not? What should we do? Only on the left, right? Pasha drove like this. Watch the depth of the wheels. Drive carefully. There is water in the engine cooling system. Idiot, water got into its cooling system. Damn, it is pretty deep here. Did anything get damaged there?
No, everything's okay.
It is still far from the tourist spots, but there are a lot of tourists here.
Namaste. Hello. Namaste.
Where are you from? Malaysia. Where? Malaysia. Malaysia. Oh, nice.
Oh, Malaysia. This is cool. Here you can meet people from all over the planet probably. Malaysia, imagine.
Malaysia?
Yeah.
Lex, you wanted a Polish girl.
Is it okay?
No.
Holy shit. But how so? We didn't travel long. Lex, but how did this happen?
I didn't touch it.
What was that creaking in the back?
There was a crunch. But I didn't change gears.
In short, watch the adventures. The robot spun, but not just spun, and in this place, this came off here.
Right here. Here. Yes.
So it's not completely torn off. Look, it's still holding on to something. Maybe it's possible to fix it at one speed? By the way, we throw out one wheel and leave one, and it will hold the tension.
I don't know. I have to try.
Or you can do it with a bottle, like we did last time, to such a cool, beautiful place. And we broke down here. It's a shame that we only rode 10% to Lukla, maybe a little more.
There shouldn't be any cheap stuff in life at all.
Sasha and I have cheap bikes.
Yeah, we have cheap bikes.
Yours is from Thailand, and I bought it here.
Man, my verdict is this. Before a serious trip, you need to thoroughly check the equipment. The bike should be run in, all questionable components replaced in advance. This bike hadn't been broken in, that's why the robot broke down. But Pasha's bike had been broken in. I've already covered a lot of miles in Thailand on this one and nothing breaks there. Everything that could break has already broken there. We removed one wheel. And now Lex will try to straighten these pieces of iron.
Where it breaks, because it's plastic, it's not metal.
With super glue.
No, only with aluminum wire.
Yes, you're right.
The one we found in the last episode.
I have super glue.
Guys, write something kind in the comments. I understand that we'll read this later, but it motivates me to continue making videos in this style.
Help us at least mentally, at least a little. A little. Now the Mahindra will drive past.
Mahindra Bolero. They only have these types of cars.
All white cars. They have technology from the 70s. I looked inside. Everything is done like in a Ziguli.
It's a carburetor. Can you smell it?
It stinks. I bend it. Always take a hammer with you when traveling.
It's small and heavy.
And a small anvil is a must.
But we also wanted to take welding. We forgot. Electrodes, do you remember?
Electrodes are made from any reinforcement. With the right current you can weld. But there will be a weld.
Terrible.
But it will be more or less strong.
We bent this thing. Look how it turned out. Assess the quality of the bending. And now the hardest part is putting it together. Tourists are overtaking us.
Hello. Looks like you will be faster than us. Yeah, broken, but...
In short, we screwed it on. We almost got it. But this crack confuses me.
Now we'll wrap it with wire.
And why is it done so tightly? It was different.
So we installed it incorrectly.
Look, the second wheel doesn't even reach. It should somehow shift here. There. It doesn't go, right? Crap. Exactly. That's it. Only this one doesn't hold the tension.
I'll tighten it now. Something like that.
How do you like this robot? Such an unpleasant sound. Almost done. Imagine that same wire that we twisted from the poles helped us. The flood that tore it off. It's in vain that it was damaged by the motor. I wouldn't have twisted it. It works. It works. No crunching, nothing, right?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it's such a simple mechanism, but it works better than that complicated robot. You saw for yourself, only one will remain active. A regular robot has two small wheels, and this one has one, because it's been redesigned.
GPS signal lost.
What? How could it be lost here? The weather is clear, perfect. We start overtaking tourists again, those we've already overtaken the first time. We're being filmed.
Namaste.
No, guys, no matter what they tell you, an electric bike is still made for the mountains. It's so cool, you're riding, and you can pedal or not, as you like. You ride and enjoy.
Turn right.
With every meter you climb higher and higher.
It's just a washboard.
This is ancient Roman technology. Everything's fine. We're riding non-stop. You're vibrating so much. The road is bumpy in places. The main thing is that we're riding. We're riding. Lex is screaming with joy.
Route recalculating. 35 miles.
Not a single navigator can plot a normal route here. Even a tourist one makes a little mistake.
It's just a washboard.
Is it all ancient Roman technology's fault or what?
These roads are crooked. My ass hurts a lot, and so do my hands.
They probably made the road for donkeys or for yaks.
Oh, it hurts.
Listen, maybe you should deflate your tires a little so that it doesn't beat so much. Look, let's check the pressure. Hey, yours is too inflated. We need to deflate the tire. Urgently. Of course, it will vibrate like crazy for you.
Damn it.
The main thing is not to overdo it.
This smoke is so stinky.
Yes, you smell that stench too?
As if a chicken died.
We've only driven.
No, the rubber. How much?
16.
Look, guys, on this route. Just look.
We ate all the sausage.
Let's go. Guys, it's 35 miles to Lukla. That's a lot. Lex, do you feel better now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Damn, it cringed again. Turn it back a little. It's not bent this time. You braked at the wrong time.
Repairs again.
Look how it spins.
It's weird that it broke on the way down.
In general, a robot is a cyclist's worst nightmare. It brakes like it's a piece of shit. What about the charge of your bikes? Exactly 48. The same on yours. I think that's half.
Look, you can see the mountains there.
Where?
I just saw it. The top.
Wow.
But why is the helicopter descending so sharply?
And the helicopter is below. Look. How so? Anyway, guys, just 15 minutes of bending, and look what happened. It seems normal. Now we'll check if it works. If so, that's very good. Even on.
That's the base where Farhad delivers goods.
Is this the same base? Are they building a mini hydroelectric power station here? They are drilling a tunnel in the rock, and they will let water into the hydroelectric power station through this tunnel, and it should give simply insane power. Well, from the satisfied look on Lex's face. What is this? It turns out we had spectators.
These were fans.
The fans are already here. This is simply magical technology. You have to be very careful with this.
We'll have to descend for almost 10 miles.
So you have a tricky navigator here.
I think we need to eat somewhere around here.
Okay, let's go. Lex, is everything okay? It doesn't even crack.
Guys, a customizer is on the team.
We were just overcoming some kind of pass. 3100, it was so cold there. And here it's already normal.
Like a screensaver for a monitor.
Wow, look how cool.
You need to start it here.
This is an ideal place for a mini hydroelectric power station. But for now there are still electric poles here. 3 waterfalls.
Guys, this all reminds me of Days Gone. It's a game. If any of you have played it, it has this atmosphere.
This looks reliable.
Yes, absolutely.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The main thing is not to fall off the cliff.
For some reason the wheel is turning. There is a rub here, and I have a suspicion that water got here when I crossed the ford, and the rubber began to spin. Look, seriously?
Yes.
I'll move it like that. It leveled out pretty easily. I'll pump it up. I increased the pressure. Now it is 0.2 atmospheres. That's all. But this is a fat bike. The tire pressure is very low.
And there's Lukla, right?
Seriously? So close?
But I doubt it.
GPS signal lost.
Can you hear that sound? Lex, aren't you ashamed? That's not what that thing was invented for. Can you hear that? It's answering you. You'll break the speaker. Bulls, right?
Look at the setup.
Look what they're doing. He harnessed the bulls and is weeding the garden.
Yak farts.
Look to the left. There are so many roads there. And what a winding road awaits us. Did that come undone?
It broke.
How does he do it? I gave him a backpack that had been through Europe, Poland, Turkey, Thailand. Nothing broke in it. But when I let the man ride it for an hour,
What happened?
it broke.
There are periods of sadisat in life. They last for 7 years. I am ending one now. This is my last year, and the last year can be pretty difficult.
That's what they collect and grow. It's not the first time I've seen this. Could it be rice?
It's some kind of spice.
This is poppy.
What is that?
I don't know. I assume it's some kind of spice.
It's everywhere here. It's all of
Do you
it.
remember? They were drying it over there.
And there, they grow it everywhere. The workers were hauling water, or gasoline.
No, it's some kind of acid. It's very harmful.
There's a schoolboy behind the wheel. Someone's bike. Broken?
It looks like a worker.
This one lost a wheel. Yeah, the fork and shock absorber came off. How can we ride bikes after that? But there are bikes in this wilderness.
So, Lex, does Wasteland feed?
The wasteland feeds.
Let's go. We found this strange seasoning, but it's already picked. It grows in their fields. They also dry it there. What's that sound, Lex?
It's cows farting there. They are there.
The sound is pretty
I
scary.
put on a special mask.
Let's go.
But you will still inhale gases.
My mask is good.
Gas will leak in there.
They've just started installing electricity. There are wires lying here. There are new poles here. The cable is thick. What amperage do you think this is designed for? What power?
Depending on the voltage.
380. There, you see, it's lying here.
Yeah, it can withstand 100.
Okay, it's enough for our charging. Because this is a new type of self-supporting insulated cable. The transformers are also new. The electricity hasn't been connected yet. Apparently, they've just extended it here. He brought this thing.
Namaste.
Kodo, Nepali.
Nepali.
Kodo.
Do they grind it?
She says they make soup.
Soup.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Kodu, in short. You can Google this. I think it's probably some kind of spice for soup, but maybe,
It's the basis for soup, like cabbage.
damn.
Sasha, in rice they give such a yellow violet. Maybe this is it?
No, she says it's soup. That one was green.
They're growing some kind of completely incomprehensible thing.
Such a civilization.
They're growing some kind of Oda. Another civilization, yeah. I don't know what it is. Is it shiny?
And here is a big piece.
But it looks like metal or some kind of ore. Look how it shimmers.
It is some kind of turquoise color. I don't know.
It's so heavy.
It is mixed with quartzite, with quartz.
Look at my hands. Lex, is it the same for you?
Yeah.
My hands are shiny. Damn. There's so much dust from it. How are we supposed to clean ourselves now? Everything is in this thing now. Only 26 miles left to the doll. Lex's nipple on the wheel also curled, like mine. We just fixed it. Now we're driving on.
Yeah,
The engine temperature is 15 degrees. It doesn't heat up at all because it's mostly downhill. We're approaching the river. Look, they're probably giving tourists a ride.
These donkeys are too small to be horses.
It's half horse, half donkey. They crossbreed them.
Like ponies?
I forgot what it's called. Like a mule.
Let's stop here.
Let's go and have a look. I think there'll definitely be some kind of checkpoint there because it connects two different areas, the only bridge that connects them. There are Mahindras. There are a lot of them here. Mahindra? No, there's only one cool foreign car.
let's stop here.
But we don't really have time to rest.
My ass hurts, as well as my neck, hands, and fingers. If I drive now, I can lose control. Just fly away.
If you really want to, you can rest for 5 minutes if you're really sick.
That's right.
And there are tourists here too.
I haven't had breakfast at all. I feel weak now.
I didn't take any pictures, but we've already eaten everything. A small snack. It's like I was born again. Our strength immediately came to us. There should be a bridge around here somewhere. Pasha, another hour or so and we'll be there.
That's right.
How do you like this hotel? Hotel. This is the tea house, it says here. Look.
Is there a toilet?
No, it's a hotel.
We're going to spend the night here tonight.
It's a pretty nice little house.
Aw man, look at this.
What kind of cylinders are these?
The gray ones are gas welded.
Look how many of them there are. They look like they're from beer cans. Look, there are donkeys there. Lex, let's ride them.
They fart.
Look, they've brought some kind of goods.
That's beer.
I told you it was beer.
With a swastika.
Beer with a swastika? Wow. The donkeys are just farting. Lex is just jumping for joy. The main thing is not to run over the shit, but the road, the bridge is closed? How will we go? Lex, look. The bridge is closed. They're just building it.
They're showing us. Can you see?
Oh, we have to go there.
And what's here?
Let's go down. There's something there.
There's a ford there.
There's a ford. Lex. It's wild. 2 rivers at the same time. That's it. Look. It's huge.
Are they crazy or something? You won't cross this river. I can see it from above. No chance at all. Let's go left and onto the bridge.
What the hell? Someone's lost their underwear. That's a normal ford. We can cross it.
And then what?
Then there's a lot of water. The level is high.
Let's go there.
Let's go to the bridge.
Just look at how many cylinders there are.
Wow. Lex. 5 cylinders. They're probably empty.
We wouldn't have made it there. No chance, the current would have washed you away.
It's easy.
Do you think it's easy?
It's not that deep.
If you can fly.
Donkeys walk there and cars drive there.
No, I don't want to walk there.
That's where we are now. We haven't seen people for a long time, and there are a lot of them here. There's a crossing now.
Good little donkey. It thinks we're the driver. It's running faster now. You're so good. You're my little fart sack. Come here.
Look what's happening. There's a whole caravan there. Won't they fall through?
Do you hear? It could break off because of the overload.
Top machine.
Now we will show you how to cross such a bridge correctly at a speed of 45 miles per hour.
Because that's dangerous.
There is a donkey behind you. Go faster.
I'm scared.
Come on, let's go.
It is going to follow you now. Pasha, it is already here. Why is it going so fast on such a bridge? Guys, it is so scary here. Now I understand why Pasha sped up so much. Lex, this is like a nightmare. The bridge can break. It is shaking a lot. It is because of the donkeys.
Everything will be fine.
They are donkeys. Look over there. I'm accelerating. I don't care if it shakes. If you are riding a bike, the main thing is not to put out anything with your feet.
Very much.
There is some kind of market here. Look how the lights are flickering. The voltage is low.
It stings a lot.
Look how the strobes. I think it is visible on the camera. There are so many of them here. This is illegal exploitation of donkeys. There are so many cylinders here. Why? He fell. He fell with cylinders. The dude fell with cylinders.
No, he put it.
This is just hellish work. Look at that tractor. Look how it wobbles.
По полям, синий трактор едет к нам.
Cool.
They drive over bumps like this.
Now our task is to find houses that are connected to electricity. There is no electrical network yet. I hope there will be a little further. Do you see this? This is a bamboo water supply.
And what are the holes for?
I don't know. It's beautiful here. Damn, guys, there is no internet anywhere. Lex's battery is already at 0. It barely moves. We still have a charge, but very little.
We've never had a discharge like that before.
We drove all day today, from early morning until dark. And, imagine, the charge was enough. Only we didn't drive very far and the road turned out to be much longer because it was winding. The navigator drew a straight line. We found a guest house with very small rooms. But the most important thing is that you can charge your bikes there. Pasha, how much are the rooms here?
300 and 500.
300 rupees?
Yeah.
The main thing is not to be surprised. Don't be surprised, but it's 300 rupees a room. There's one outlet. We'll charge everything now. We'll charge everything now.
What the hell? Look at the indicator. Here, look. Nothing's happening.
Did you plug it in? The contact is broken. Yeah, it's a little orange.
I have something similar.
Maybe the voltage is low? Pull it out. Plug it in again.
What the hell?
The light goes out. Look at the neighbor's house.
Now turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, there's a sag. That's why they don't heat with space heaters. They have terrible
It
voltage.
sags at 500 watts.
The wire hasn't even heated up. It's only 500 watts. Let's measure the voltage.
Here's the tester.
For some reason it only shows 90 volts.
I turned it off. Measure it.
100 volts. Turn it on. 80. No way there's 100 volts here. It's too little. How many volts is it designed for? Only 220. But how are we going to charge everything then?
Listen, then I suggest we keep watch one at a time.
How is that? 100 volts in total at the outlet and 80 under load. Look what's happening there. It turned on.
Now turn this on.
Not enough energy.
We turned off the neighbor's lights. And who thinks?
There's so little electricity here that we're using bikes to steal electricity from other houses.
We need a thermonuclear reactor, or plasma concentrator, or Atlantic crystal.
This is not a hotel. This is a guest house, Pasha. Look at the size of the room.
These are paid apartments.
You can't see it. But this room is really exactly the size of the bed. The ceiling is sagging. Why is it sagging? Look how the light bulb is flickering.
Rate this house in the comments.
However, I'm sure you'll be warm.
What's here? There's a power outlet. This is a royal mansion.
Are these light bulbs 220 or 100 volts? These are the contact groups.
3 contacts.
This is such an incomprehensible lamp. How many volts is it that it works so well here?
Say it out loud.
From 90 to 260, do you see?
And look how it's blinking here.
Maybe it is powered by a generator. Probably from a mini hydroelectric power station. There is a mini hydroelectric power station here. That is how it is, because the frequency is not standard. Clearly not 50 hertz, but lower. Guys, this is Nepalese style. Real mountain style. Look how big the room is. How much light is here?
Hello.
Did you see what kind of stove is there? Look.
It looks like the Atlantic network.
This is definitely not connected to the general network.
LED strip.
That's because they burn well from such low voltage.
In short, we can order fried potatoes.
Let's take it.
Fried potato with egg.
We'll drink ginger, guys.
Look at the stove. The kettle is smoking so much. It looks like it's going to burst.
Is this a saucepan or a kettle? They often explode. It's true. Let's go measure this. What was the voltage on the bike?
46.3.
Here it was 46.3. Let's check. For that, I'm taking this off the charger. Look. I'm turning it on. 46.6.
Excellent.
It's charging.
Charging is in progress. We're safe.
Let it charge until the morning.
This is a real show.
Namaste.
This is what this room looks like, guys.
Комнатка.
And we're trying to hack a bank here.
I hate Gazprom Bank.
Газпромбанк, чтобы вы
Choke on your money.
своими деньгами уже просто...
Give me back my money.
Imagine, we can't withdraw money. Damn it. Everest Expedition. Day 9. Guys, it's already early morning, 7 a.m. We woke up in a house like this. Lex was supposed to charge our bikes. All our cameras, phones, iPhones, and all sorts of other things are charged. Look what's outside. Such a road awaits us. We have a difficult mission now. We need to get to a settlement called Bubs. Bubs, or Bubs, which in English is called Boobs, a mountain in the shape of boobs. And after that we need to storm Lukla. We have to do it today. It will be mega hard, because there will be no road there anymore, but a path. And it will be so tough that we will most likely be pushing the bikes. But it will be good if we push it. We might even have to drag them on our backs. So let's pack our bike bags.
The wildness is starting today.
Damn. It happens. I slipped on this thing. This is what I stepped on. The light is already working properly. It doesn't flicker. Here are our chargers. Lex charged everything and brought it here so that it wouldn't be stolen. 184. It looks like 220 is a rarity for them. Wow. Where's Everest? Where is it? Everest, where are you? Where are you? It's probably up there in the clouds, or is it on the other side? We came from here. There's that bridge. I had a hard time finding it too. Look how small these are. By the way, this is all a view from the toilet, to take a shit and look at the mountains.
I hit my head on it twice.
Look, a secret door. Looks like there's another room here. Lex, are you here? There's someone living. Imagine. Okay, let's move on. Turn this on. How many volts? Is this fully charged?
There's no sound for some reason. 54.6.
100% charged.
Beehives.
Guys, hives. This is a really cool thing.
Toxic honey.
Toxic honey?
This is very expensive.
7,000 per liter.
In short, they collect that very hallucinogenic honey. The main thing is not to give it to Lex. And here are the poles. Oh, so it's not connected. Do you see? That means they'll have a normal network soon.
They're probably connected to something else.
We got up at 7 a.m. It's already 8:19 a.m. We're ready to go. That's all. Thanks to this house for giving us an overnight stay. We're going to Lukla. Lex, catch up with us. How long will you stand there? Lex, you know what I didn't like? He took 2,000 rupees for charging 3 bikes. This is a lot compared to the cost.
The electricity is free.
He just wanted to make money. Because before we were charged for free, and here it is like this.
2,000? Why not 22,000?
There are old power lines here. Do you see? Only one phase is extended, and new ones.
How so?
Do you see? But they weren't installed. And here are the old poles. Look, they were made of trees. In short, Google Navigator is completely powerless here, and Osma shows the route directly. That's why the distance doesn't match. Maybe you know of a better navigator? Recommend it in the comments for different tourist trails.
We took this thing.
Lex, do you want?
No.
This is mechanized. We specially bought this for the kids, to give it to them in the most forgotten village, where they have never seen anything like this.
I choose is this.
Green?
Yes.
You? Orange?
It's yellow.
Yellow? White?
White.
Okay.
They didn't even say thank you.
This is strange. Maybe everyone really gives them everything? They are more interested in looking at the bikes.
Namaste.
What color you want? 1, 2 person.
Baby la baby.
One, 2 person. 1, 2 person.
Baby la.
Ah, okay.
Auntie wants this too.
Thank you, namaste.
Namaste.
Now we spoil them, and then they act up.
Maybe we are doing this in vain.
I think it's really in vain, because, did you see, he immediately took 2 pieces and hid them. I told him just one, and he pretended he didn't get it. They are so spoiled. Write in the comments what you think.
Namaste. Hello.
Pasha gives away cars. Ask them, maybe they will tell you what this thing is.
What is this? Nyam nyam?
Do you know Tongba?
Tonba?
He says it's soup.
Soup?
No,
как
not
soup.
soup. It's make food. It's bread.
Oh, bread.
Bread.
Bread, yeah.
Ah.
Is it flour?
They make bread.
What do you think? Is this rye? Or what is it?
It's a form of cereals, just unfamiliar to us. Like Zenga, they have something similar.
What if it turns out to be ordinary rye? We have just never seen it ourselves.
No.
Damn, what are they growing?
They probably make soup out of it, like he said.
Look, is our bubsa there? There? Or at the very top?
Yes, and there are waterfalls at the top.
Yes, at the very top.
There
Wow.
are about 5
How
of
does the
them.
water get out of there? From above, there is such a theory. Underground caves, under pressure, through which water passes like through a pipe upward, and pours out from above under the pressure of the Earth's rocks.
Guys, what do you think? Is this true? Or did it just rain there and form a waterfall?
How will it get to such a height? It seems to me that everything here is in underground cities. I look at these mountains, there are probably caves here, or from this house there could be a passage from Sus to Chernihiv.
Cool.
They are already climbing here with comrades.
But I am scared of the height. I don't know how we are going to climb up there now. You can feel all the advantages of the wide wheels of a fat bike. Do you see those stones? The wheels hug them very well. Due to this, there is almost no shaking. Do you even see that the picture hardly shakes?
Damn. Damn. I don't like such things.
Namaste.
Lex fell. Lex fell.
As they say, or rock with a cat.
As I understand it, you fell on this. Aw man. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Are there any bruises?
almost.
And scratches?
Of course. Terrible road.
Is the bike okay?
The strap came off my backpack again.
The bridge is just a pipe. Wow. Cold?
Yes.
It's crystal clear. Crystal clear.
Look at the plumbing they have.
Yeah, they have that everywhere. This is a tourist trail. It's for extreme sports enthusiasts. They even left arrows for us. This is the orange route. It's not that difficult. The red one is the wildest. They start from here and go there. Tourists go straight ahead. How beautiful. I really like it. The bike is really cool. I don't know how they climb up there on foot, but on bikes the climb is just super easy. So, typical cooling, guys. Look what's here. This is prohibited technology. Lex, don't look. This is prohibited.
You have to eat it with your eyes closed. Take it with your eyes closed.
Don't look. I'm watching. Yours are open.
How so? Lex, how do you manage to generate adventures out of nowhere?
The same situation as before. And on such a rise.
And back a little.
The same thing needs to be done as last time.
Take off your pants.
No problem.
Holy shit.
I can't get my leg out of here.
Damn, how did that happen? And it doesn't go back?
It's stuck in this position.
But just a little. Just a couple of convolutions got caught. Will you have to take off your shoes? Damn.
Terrible pants.
Scroll it forward some more, with the pedals. Hold it like this. Like this. Damn.
Done. This looks terrible. Also covered in oil and a little torn.
These pants need to be changed. This fabric needs to. No way at all. Didn't even think of getting into the gear.
Why can't ours get there?
Because you don't have sadasati now.
Sadocities. Have you heard about this? What happened? Look. But why? Why can't Lex go?
So that you understand, we stopped there to cool off. Then Lex's pant leg got tangled in the chain. Now, after 5 meters, his robot broke again.
How so, Lex?
It doesn't depend on me.
Oh, it twisted so much. You must have been accelerating too much.
It's not true. In short, guys, a simple system. Chain, roller, and roller. No need for a robot at all. I'm already pissed off at this crap. Problems with this shit every day. Every day. There isn't a single day without problems.
We need to remove the chain. In the front.
I can't understand how it folds like that.
Your pants got caught. The robot bent a little. The chain jumped off because it was loose, and it caught the robot.
It's so weak. Guys, believe me, I'm an experienced customizer. I've made bike, I've made projects, but I see this and I want to puke. I'm used to a high level. My things have been working for decades. What the hell is this? Horrible design. You just have to be an idiot to invent this. The machine should work. If the machine doesn't work, it immediately goes to the meltdown. This should never irritate you in your life. It should work. This is such a complex design, I can't even determine the axial position of the mechanism. Look at this. Can you determine the axial position? How it should be, and how it should be. I'm a smart person, but I don't understand how this should work.
Lex came up with a new technology. We're removing the second wheel. It's no longer needed. Now it will be tensioned by the first wheel, and for super reliability this will be pulled here with a clamp.
We will make a point mount like this. I don't know how much it will hold. Honestly, I don't understand it at all.
The main thing is that it stands coaxially. And look, right where it needs to be. Lex carefully lubricated the chain. This chain, look how high quality it is. It's from my bike. Are we really going? We sat there for 2 hours. I'm afraid we'll be entering Lukla at night. That's if it doesn't fall apart. These are the kind of coils of wire they bring. This is one core. Everything is protected. It's beautiful. This is high voltage, 10 kilovolts. And this wire has 4 cores. This is called SIP, a real insulated wire, for 380 volts. And they put up these pretty things. They'll install all this on the poles to hang the wire. Are we sure we'll charge the bikes here? Some kind of wires are strung.
That's what waits us in Lukla.
Pasha is now negotiating for a charger and a small snack. In short, whatever you like, but you have to drag this there, because you won't charge the bike. Where Pasha's bike is, you see? It seems he's doing well. I hope he doesn't fall now. Yeah, he seems to be pulling through, guys. That's just wild. We're starting to recharge.
Socket. So, I'm plugging it in.
Okay.
Like this.
Now we're turning on all the equipment. Recharging. You plug in yours. Now 205 volts drop to 190 at once. 169. But we only turned on one faster before it turns off. That's it. Now we'll see what happens to us from 3 chargers. So can there be such a strong drop? 120. A strong drop, almost twice as much.
And the power of the source?
The source is normal. The problem is that their network, everything is held together by one phase. And that's why there's a huge drop.
Really there?
Let's charge. The main thing is that we don't get robbed for such a drop for the whole village. We won't ask for now. Maybe it will go for free. Let's go eat.
This is a real tea house.
It's like Kazakhstan. You can lie down.
It's really a tea house.
And eat too. Look at the tables there. That's for Americans. Yeah, this place is awesome. We ordered potatoes with eggs.
We have a problem that we ran out of money. I'll spoil a tea on you.
Don't.
We need to get to Lukla today. Otherwise, we'll spend the night in the mountains.
We turn it off. By the end, it was 270 volts. It started to rise a lot.
Don't take Sprite here. It's incredibly expensive.
Really? How much?
3 Sprites, 1,200.
What?
No, of course I'll give it back.
How much did they ask for 3 bikes?
They asked for 1,200 for 3 bikes.
And they didn't give us a discount?
I started swearing about 1,200. We recharged for an hour. We ate 10 rupees and gave 1,200. But they said just 1,000.
They are so cheeky.
Let's go, Lex. But we still won't rent it, because there's an ATM only in Lukla. Let's see what happens next. If the price is like that, then we'll really have to install our mini hydroelectric power station and charge ourselves with free natural energy, then pay 1,000 rupees for each charge.
Hey, you okay?
Okay.
Lukla.
Yeah, the roads here are certainly terrible.
Pass carefully on the left.
The Lex's engine gets really hot. He's too lazy to pedal. Go ahead, just scare away the leeches. Leeches, go away. Don't be stingy. 42, pour in more, it'll be good soon.
Turn right, then keep right.
Guys, I could be wrong, but I think we've reached the very top. There's a river below.
We are above the clouds.
This seems to be the very top. We should be happy. There's a descent coming up now and the engine will cool down. That's wild. We're above the clouds.
2,800. Almost 2,900.
Almost 2,900. Wow. Death Road. There's a steep cliff there. Looks like a jeep station. Is everything okay?
The chain fell off. And on both sides at once.
There must be some kind of vibration going on there.
No, the whole problem is in this mount, which should have been welded back then. The whole problem is that. That's all. Look, it's already loose.
We won't need it for the descent now.
This is all such crap. It breaks at every step. Just, God, I want to burn this crap. I'm sick of it.
Did your fan stop, or is that normal?
This is not normal, because it's littered.
Did the second fan die?
They're all dead.
Are they both dead?
Of course, because the problem is that there is no wing. It throws all sorts of crap from the road at the fans. And plus there's this thing in the back that's acting up. It's about to break.
How does it work? I don't understand it. Everything creaks and rattles. But somehow it's still working.
The road is still so bad. You need to use gas. Guys, just so you know, I'm just making a promise. I will never go to the mountains again at all. Because I hate mountains. These crooked roads. This Everest is enough for me for the rest of my life. Look what else we found on the left.
Holy moly. Did the escalator fly down there? How could that happen? That rock probably collapsed. It blew everything down there.
No, it fell on its own, by pilot error. I suggest we go down and remove parts from this one.
We need to remove the fan at the very least.
This one has powerful radiators inside. There's a huge fan, but it's 24 volts, but you can power it.
This one was very lucky. It got caught.
It's going to be hard to get down there. Look, it's better not to climb on that. It could fall further. Have you come up with something?
Let's drop it even lower.
What if there's a dead body there?
Man, if there was a body there, we'd feel it.
Maybe a long time ago.
What do you want to do? A collapse could happen. I'm serious.
I don't care.
There could just be people there. That's the road we were driving on.
Yeah, let me throw you a small one.
Imagine if we killed someone now. Damn, it's so loud. Stop. It's too loud.
I need sound.
Lex.
There's concrete in the back. What's with that claw?
It just got caught by the claw. That's why it didn't fall.
Just right.
Lex, someone's driving. The sound is coming from both sides.
Holy shit. It's a tractor.
Let's hide our bikes.
Damn. The main thing is that it doesn't fall. One of them almost fell right in front of me.
It's a very dangerous profession, paving the roads of death. By the way, this road was laid very recently. And what does Google say? This was laid after Google took the picture. That is, this is completely fresh. Maybe we'll see the equipment further on, how they build it. Damn, but this is really the death road. Look at the rock. It must have been blown up with dynamite.
There's still dynamite.
Dynamite in sacks? That's what they brought here. There's a cloud forming right below us down there.
I don't want to go there.
Lex, there's another escalator. That means this is the end. That's it. The road has ended.
Namaste.
Trees, it's not the only one. There's another one just like it.
You know how it is. On Zane, I know there's a grove like that.
On Zaying?
On Zane, Sector B5.
Guys, do you understand where this is?
That's on other planets. Something similar.
So it's on other planets? How far are we from Lukla? Look, there's a road. Look. There's a road. It's going downhill all the time. Is there a good road there? Guys, I'm in a better mood knowing that they built a road there. Imagine, these are the freshest. We are the discoverers. They just built this. Few people know about it yet. Where we're driving, there was a forest here.
Yes, in the tourist navigator there's just a line.
But I wonder what kind of road this is. Is this ours or not?
We'll figure it out now and continue on our way.
Look at the quality of the road. Lex, rate the quality of the new road. He is becoming a comrade, guys. Finally, we are driving fast and enjoying it.
16 miles. Wow.
Be careful, there is an abyss there.
The man said there were only 10 miles left.
To Lukla?
Yes.
That's really cool. We are lucky. These are just some kind of gifts. This road, no navigator had this. No one knew about
The
it.
navigator says 12.
And then they built a road, so this one is shorter. Relax, Lex, and drive carefully.
I'm afraid to drive here.
Did this fall from above?
Just look.
But how so? This one's barrel was blown off. That's wild. But why so?
You'll knock it down.
There's a chair here. I found some kind of lever.
What kind of lever is this?
Or rather, two levers, and both go to the hydraulics.
Guys, this is a powerful thing. And what about this chair? And what kind of radiator is this? Look, an onboard computer. Is that a lamp? What is this? A radiator.
Control panel. Bring a screwdriver.
Look how much wire there is. We can fix a bike with this wire.
This can be welded. Equipment.
Microcircuits, capacitors.
We need to remove this. If the controller breaks, we can.
We will fix it. Have you seen what kind of hydraulics there are?
Hydraulics. Hydraulics.
We thought we'd find a helicopter, because it crashes here every year. But we didn't find a helicopter.
I told you that we would find some kind of equipment. What can we take here? Definitely a wire.
It's a lever. Let's press the gas.
Okay, let's press both gas pedals. There's a good clamp here. Bring some pliers.
There's something else there. Let's see.
The rest of the parts. Engine.
There's an engine, Lex. Guys. Engine. Escalator engine. There are a lot of these clamps here. Lex, unscrew as many as you want. And they come already lubricated.
I wonder what happened to this. Where did it come from? Did it fall from above? Maybe a rock fell hard on it.
I don't give a damn about the law. I want to remove all this.
Lex has a very greedy appetite for things like this.
I want to take everything. The hydraulic unit.
This is the bucket control. Hydraulics. This is where the oil was pumped, and through these tubes it was fed to the bucket piston.
Springs?
Spring valves. How do you get this out? Pressure sensor.
We need to try. It broke. Look.
What is this? Oh, it's a concrete counterweight. It came off. It's still intact. Escalator pipes. I think it fell somewhere around here, in this place. Or something fell on it, so that it wouldn't block the road. It was chopped up. They'll clean it up someday. The road is good. They tried very hard. They did this for us. Holy moly. I don't know. I can't see a thing. It's so dark.
What kind of nonsense is this?
Guys, this is so scary. Oh no, don't hit me. Oh no. It's like a nightmare, guys. The cylinders are rattling everywhere, and here there are a lot of people, all in one place. They are loading cylinders. Donkeys, don't hit me. Donkeys, easy. They are so big.
There's so much gas.
Gas is the local currency. Did you get this? What kind of village is this?
That's just Paya.
Payak. Look at this. This is a really strange village. There are a lot of donkeys here. We were told that there would be yaks here, but there are no yaks. Maybe this is local delivery. Do they have such a thing as AliExpress? I don't understand why there are so many donkeys. We are leaving for the cloud. Here. Oh, shit. They don't sleep at night. Notice that. They work.
We entered at the same time and left at a different time.
We are in a different time, right?
Yeah, maybe we're going to the Middle Ages now.
The same technology. Lex just tightens the screw in the back, and that's it. The brakes are just like a clock. And most importantly, the free play is perfect. It spins by itself. The engine is cold. Although so dirty, poor fan. It's all in the mud.
I have news. I was able to fix the big fan.
This one? Was the wire torn?
A branch got there.
Oh, and it didn't spin?
It got right into the propeller.
Guys, it looks like this is the end of the road. I don't know how we'll go from here. Or maybe this is not the end. Now we'll see. We're entering a cloud. There's a road for now. Yeah, generator. It looks like this is the end. Damn. Is this the end? Listen, how do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Wait. Look. They're drilling holes with these things and blasting the rock. Here are the holes for dynamite. Can you smell it? What's further down? Nothing at all?
Yes.
How do they cut a road out of the rock like that, guys? We need to find the trail. Turn around. We're looking for the trail. Maybe this is the descent? No, you can't go there. That's death. Look, that really is dynamite. Careful, explosives. Is there dynamite inside?
That's all there is.
They ate it all. You can't take the flatheads and the rest. This belongs to the workers. But the jackhammers, oh well. Let's go.
We have a pirate hangout.
Pirates. There they are. Say hello to them.
The dacha is gorgeous.
A dacha? It's not a dacha.
I'm sleeping with you.
No. I barely managed to get 300 rupees from them.
Let's go ask them for some water. Maybe they'll give it to us for free.
Very unlikely. Guys, we are in some kind of pirate brothel. I wouldn't call it space pirate, but most likely it looks like a pirate brothel. For example, we have a room like this. Well, it was the 6th, but it became 108. Here is the food. Pasta. Pasta there. You can eat pasta dry, of course.
They've got explosives hidden somewhere around here for sure.
Where did you find the red room?
Here. It's locked. That's where the wildest stuff happens.
That's cool.
It's probably expensive.
There are knives here.
Yeah, guys, the road's over.
Кончилась.
And tomorrow the wildest stuff will start. Only mountain trails for tourists and climbers. Do we really have to hire a Sherpa to drag Lex's bike? What do you think about that? To be continued. With you was Kreosan.